got to try out the new Notch and the Arch from Vibram here over the weekend, and really enjoyed both of them. So we had a bunch of people at the Birdie Bash tournament. They were able to try them out. So we got a whole different range of skill levels and everything. So just for sort of like baseline, I can throw 400. I actually won the Birdie Bash tournament, so I used Vibram in my bag before. I definitely like bag a track. I've got an Ibex. I recently put an Obex in there, and I've got an Olace in my bag. So I'm used to Vibram and the kind of stuff they've got. But one thing I've always felt that they needed a little bit more in their fairway lineup. I've never been a big fan of the Ascent for whatever reason. I know it seems to be a little bit inconsistent. Some of them are really beefy and some of them are really flippy. And I've always sort of preferred the Eagle for that spot. But I really liked the Arch. I thought it was a disc that it was a very straight, stable flyer, and there was one thing that consistently everybody across the board at all different skill levels were really a big fan of. Everybody was able to seem to throw it pretty straight and stable. And the thing that I liked about it is that we took it out to a field where we could just throw in the soccer field, and it just really felt like it could take power well, which is nice. I've been using Saints, and I've got a couple Orcs in my bag for kind of that around speed 9-10 sort of area, and I could definitely see this like probably potentially kicking the Saints out of my bag. Actually, I throw primarily Eagle, so I don't throw the T-Bird, but the comparison that I've heard about maybe it being a beefier side of the T-Birds, I think might be fair. But yeah, I really just like the way that it seems to handle power, but if you don't have that power, it was still flying pretty straight for people. And so I mean, to me the Arch is everything, or the Arc, I'm not sure. It's everything that I wish the Ascent would have been. And so I don't know. To me, that's almost the perfect. I think they nailed that one. The Notch is the overstable fairway, which again I actually like that one a lot. I've heard a lot of comparisons to like the Firebird, or maybe the something like the Predator. I know my brother was comparing it to the Trident. It's probably somewhere in the middle. I think the Trident's probably somewhere in between a mid and a fairway, where you get a really long straight flight usually, but then that gigantic skip or fade at the end. For me, Firebird's always had more high speed stability all the way through, and maybe it's just the ones that I've got, but I have a couple of Champion Firebirds. I used to have a Star Firebird that I think might compare to the Notch, but me and my brother were both able to get it to about 300 or so, but with a really healthy fade on the end. So it seemed like it could be, depending on how you want to use it, either a really nice kind of controlled, headwind disc, or you could, just a real beefy driver, depending on how much power you want to put into it. But yeah, really big fan of both of the ones. I think that Vibram did a really good job. I know they seem to come out a little bit more slowly with their new molds, but I got no complaints, because I think the way they're doing it is right. They're trying to get the discs right when they do it. So anyways, Notch and the Art, really big fans of both of them, so looking forward to having production runs of those. Okay.